about that wrestling thing. I'm like,
Me
how do we
too.
make this fair? Not just fair, but also
I don't
interesting
need to
because
be
I.
fair. I think we're gonna go against each other. I just wanted to
Oh
see
no
what
no
would
no
happen
no
if
no!
we all those
It's
guys
gonna
together.
no. Once they're in, I mean, just like how to pick the teams and stuff like that. Just like okay, I get this person, you get this person. So we will definitely 100% have a sit down and be like, okay, what do we do? And then we kind of go from there. So no, don't worry, it's on the back of my mind.
It's in the back of my mind, dude. I think about wrestling every day. It's my Roman Empire.
All right, is it? There we go. It takes me forever to do this now. This is the only reason why a laptop. Again, we don't know if we're gonna do the sports thing next year. I mean, we got so much shit going on.
We could have never done this if I didn't have the schedule I had. We could have
No,
never
correct,
done
because
this.
this is time sensitive. I mean, by that I mean, obviously, it's not like this is gonna, everything else is like doesn't matter because it's just a topic. But here we are talking week 15, week 16.
Hmm.
Yeah, so no,
We
a
had a bye
hundred.
week.
We did, but we still officially made picks. So there was a bye week, but all right, let's get this going. I, yeah, we had a bye week just a while ago. I don't even know if this is working, and I don't care any. Does it say we're live? Are we live? Is anyone
I
even
mean,
watching?
does anybody care? The
No, but
tree
I
falls
kind
in the
of
woods. You know what I mean?
I just like to make sure that I can see the one random person who might join. All right, Soto, guess what? We are on week 16. We
Woo!
are we are getting there finally. A lot has happened. A lot is going on. See, we're
What a
just getting
journey.
we're getting close to the finish line. Real quick, obviously we know that I am out of fantasy, but why don't you talk about what's going on with your fantasy right now?
Well, I'll tell you right now, man. I'm in the semifinals. I am
Nice.
staring at the Goliath of my fantasy league. Okay, 8-6 season. Put it together without CMC. I am now going against a team that has only lost twice in the
Ooh.
semifinals. Twice. Twice all year. Beast of a team. Derrick Henry. All sorts of motherfuckers on this team that are going to come from my ass. Lamar Jackson as the quarterback. I mean,
Oh,
I am an underdog on this shit. But
doesn't
like you
mean you're
said,
out. It's just one.
I just
You're
need
in. That's
one
all you had to
good
do.
week. And if I can just win this week, I will make at the very least 200 fucking dollars. If I can win this fucking week. Now, it doesn't look great. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm starting Alexander Madison. Okay.
Ooh,
There's a few.
ooh,
Yeah, I know.
oh.
But he's going against the Jaguars.
Yeah,
Uh, so I got Josh Allen going against the Patriots.
that could be good.
He's got James Cook for the Bills. I'm up against it. I'm a serious underdog, but you just need one good week. I'm not expecting to win, but if by some miracle I can get past this number one seed, this person has been number one seed the whole entire year, had a bye week, coming off the bye. If I can just win this one, I will get into the championship. I'm guaranteed second place, and I will get at least
You'll make it by that,
$200 fucking dollars.
and that's all that matters. Just get a
Two
little
hundred
bit of a
dollars is our
payday.
fucking that's our that's our parlays for all year.
Oh no, no, we'd be because we're at negative. I think the official amount is -41. So yeah, I mean obviously that's yours. That's not like the group thing.
No,
But
I consider
yes,
it the group thing.
well,
I don't give a
well,
fuck.
yeah, yeah, I mean,
We've
y-
been on this journey together. I'll put this
this is
shit
true.
back in the Soto chat pool. I don't give a
Well,
fuck.
we got a lot going on next year. We'll figure out. But
It's
no, I
free
mean,
fucking money.
I will tell you, Soto. I have been I've had a season where I went 13-1 and I lost in the semis, So like I had the dominant team, and the time I won, I was like 7-6, and I just I won out. So anything can happen. So, but that's good. We will revisit this next week, seeing how you do. But Soto, as usual, before we're going to actually look at the playoff pictures, which we haven't really done all
Ooh.
season. Talk a little bit about it. But before we go, let's kind of look at our standings now. Soto, I did change this up a little bit because I did think about a discussion we had the week that our wives picked. We should have
Yes.
officially made our own
Controversial.
No, because we did put the money on it. That was true, but we did
Woo!
not put our own pick. Now, like I know for a fact, listening, like I think we both would have gone 4-1. You might have gone 5, but we never officially laid down picks. So I'm like, you know what? We did put the money on our wife's picks, but for the
We
me
did.
against you, this should be a wipe. And I do actually agree. And we actually our standings would be a lot higher. I again kind of listening back or looking at some of the picks. Again, I know I would have got 4-1 because there's only one that I agreed with my wife on, and I think you are close too. But again, we never officially said it. You can just tell in our voice. So I'm just going to call that the wipe week. So for me against you, but look at this, Soto. You have a 4-game lead, but you're 31-18 in your picks. I am 27-20. We are both over 500.
Yeah.
Finishing strong. So the final week, I might do something a little crazy. Just if I don't catch up or I'm close, just to make it interesting. But we'll get to that. So yes, I mean, even no matter what happens, we've actually had a good week of picking a good season of picking just the 1 o'clock games. Pure winners, no points. So obviously some games have been easy to predict, but we've had some surprises this year. But yeah, you know it.
I'll
It's
take
still
my
a good
record
start.
against some of these experts. I don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So before we get into our picks, and we'll probably have to obviously do live parlays as well because we do not get a chance to. You asked the question. You said we should probably talk about the playoff picture a little bit.
Yeah,
So
just a little bit. Just see where we're at.
Just a little
We've
bit.
been on a
So
journey together. We got
yeah,
to know what's
we
going
have.
on.
So I don't know if I did the AFC or NFC first. So we're both AFC. So I did crop out obviously everyone who's officially been eliminated. So these
Sure.
10 teams are either in the playoff hunt or in the playoffs. So you can see the Chiefs, Bills, and Texans have won their division. Pittsburgh has won. Z is won their division. No matter what happens, they cannot lose. They've won the Pittsburgh are officially already got a playoff spot, but obviously Baltimore is a game behind, so they can still win the division. But Pittsburgh, no matter what, is in the playoffs. So right now, 4 spots in the playoffs are set. There's still one. Yeah. So.
Well, okay, right. So because I'm a little behind on football, how many wild cards are there now?
3. So we're going to 7. We're going to 7. So 4 division winners, 3 wild cards. So each conference. Okay. So if you're looking at this, I mean, it almost seems clear with 3 weeks. Like, I mean, Colts, I know technically Colts, Miami, and Cincy almost have to, any one of them have to win out. Because if the Chargers even win one, because if you look at here's the Colts are the closest, because I don't know if you know what everything means, but SOS is kind of the big tiebreaker, strength of schedule. And the Colts had a stronger schedule than the Chargers. If you're just looking at the 7 and 8, because to me, Baltimore and Denver is making it. Like literally, it's going to be very close. Like there is the slim possibility,
Denver.
Yeah, Denver is.
Denver.
It looks like I said, they would have to lose out. Yeah, Bo Nix. I mean. But anyhow, so Colts actually had a stronger schedule, strength of schedule, who they played than like Miami and Bengals. So here we are.
I mean, the
but
Bengals
yes,
lost to the Patriots.
Yeah, well, that's why they strength of schedule, strength of schedule and strength of victory. So like Bengals, the teams they beat are shit. If you look at the very last number, like they combined their wins, the teams don't have like a 300 record, let alone a 5.
Baltimore. Baltimore is such an enigma because they should be better than what they are. They got a big game. I'm actually rooting for Pittsburgh this week, and we'll get into that when we get into their picks because my opponent has a lot of Ravens players. I'm pretty sure the Steelers beat the Ravens the last time around, but the Ravens should be better than they are. They've got Lamar Jackson, who's an MVP candidate, although I don't know. In the right now, Josh Allen's the MVP.
Probably stat wise.
Stat wise, I mean, he's doing things that have never been done or haven't been done by a quarterback in a while. But that's great, like stats to see. I mean, Indy, we'll talk about that pick later, but I just can't see. I feel like right now, this is the group.
The top 7 should be there. Yes, 100. It looks like it's gonna. That should be because
I
the
can't
Chargers
see the Colts coming in there. I just can't.
And
I can't
if you-
see the Bengals getting in there.
Miami and Cincy had a chance and they lost some games they shouldn't have. Like I know Tua was out, but yeah, they didn't get there. But yeah, if you look at Baltimore, their strength of schedule and even strength of victory is high, and I think that does them well though. Because they're not, because even if they're a game behind Pittsburgh, they don't, they are the wild card, and Pittsburgh wins the division. Whoever faces Baltimore is in a load of shit because Baltimore is a strong team, but Lamar chokes playoffs. We've seen it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Baltimore has played some tough teams, so I think that's why they're down there. And I say down there, and this is just a game. But yeah, so we're looking. We know 3. I mean, again, we did our picks before about the Super Bowl, and I know I get shit on a little bit, but I did pick the Chiefs to 3-peat against the Lions. But technically, your Miami team's still in it, so anything is possible, Soto. Anything is possible.
Well, Chad, I just have to tell you, the Chiefs,
I know.
they haven't scored 30 points yet this year.
Oh, I know. They are one of like 5 teams.
Stat?
I've seen that
one
stat.
One of 5 teams.
One
Do
of
you
5
know the
teams.
other teams? The Jets.
I would have to look. I think it's like the Giants, the Raiders. They're all the shit teams. It's the shit teams.
And
so,
the Chiefs.
Yes. So no.
The Chiefs are the worst, best team in the history of their margin of victory, their everything. The Chiefs are like the worst, best team in the history of football. So we shall see.
We shall see. All right, let's take a look at the NFC side, which I think has actually got a couple more people that are in it. Because if you look, technically, 13. Now, here's the thing. So, Detroit, no team has officially won their division. No team has won. So take that.
That's ridiculous.
Lions, Eagles, and Vikings have a playoff spot. Because obviously, and then obviously the Packers are there, Washington's there, and if you even look, Seattle at 8-6. But yes, even the Saints at 5-9, slight.
No.
Slight.
The Cowboys too.
They can speak for the Saints. They can take the division from the Bucs, technically.
Oh, get out of here.
No. If the Saints win out, mathematically, the Saints can finish. I think tied with the Bucs and have because they'll have the tiebreakers. It's technically still there, mathematically still there. Does not mean it's still there. Teams like the Niners and Dallas, they have to win out and hope for like Washington to lose out. And Atlanta and Arizona, same thing. They need a little help. Seattle's the only real one that could break into the Washington thing.
Oh, fuck that.
They're there. They're only a game behind.
Well, the Falcons are going with a quarterback change.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that. I like I said, to me, I'm looking at the top 8. I'm just saying Seattle's the only team to me. If Washington falters, that all they have to do is game that game. If Philly beats Washington and Seattle wins,
but Washington hasn't really had any haven't beaten any good teams.
No, they haven't. Their strength of victory is their strength of victory is the lowest out of all 13 teams here.
Shit. This is great.
I'm kind of looking green.
Tampa Bay.
Atlanta, Arizona. The funny thing is the strongest schedules are the 9, 10, 11. If you look at that, Atlanta, Arizona, they have a high strength of schedule. But even if you look at Detroit, 5-36. So you can tell Detroit is just on its hair. And trying to hold on to it, that top spot from Philly, and it's gonna be tough. But if I'm looking at this, like I said, I say take 9 down. I totally see the top 7 making it, but with who Washington have to play, I can see Seattle possibly sneaking in there.
Ew.
Well, it could have. It's just a game. They're just a game.
Team.
It doesn't matter. It's a 7th seed. And technically, Atlanta's only a game behind the Bucs. If the Bucs slip up, but we'll see. But this is what the playoff pictures. Yeah, so technically,
they got Mike Evans back. The Buccaneers have Mike Evans back. I think that's...
I don't think the Bucs should lose it, but again, we're looking mathematically. So the top 4 teams, Detroit, Philly, Tampa, Rams, winning their division. And that's the other thing. Actually, if you look, the reason being is Rams and Seattle in the same division are tied. That's right. Rams just have the tiebreaker. Wow. They're both 8-6. So Seattle's even closer to them So that's where it's interesting. I just like I said, 9-13. I don't think has a chance. Atlanta, like I
Rams
said,
have beaten some good teams. Didn't they beat the fucking Bills?
ran with that because we got to remember they had Puka and Cup both out at the same time when they had like their
Yeah,
losing skid. So they are they're gonna
they're getting
they're
better.
staying strong. They are definitely getting better. So, but this is what it looks like. Again, I picked Detroit to make the Super Bowl, and here we are. I got the two top seeds. Soto, you picked San Fran to win. They are still technically in it with their 1-4 home.
Yeah,
I mean,
not
again,
feeling great about my Super Bowl picks. Just
it was a fun '80s pick. You know, it was a good
FYI.
flashback. But
As
I'm
we
just
know,
saying,
we love the '80s here. Everyone knows we love the
mathematically,
'80s.
your pick is still possible. I'm just letting you know it's possible, not
In an
likely.
alternate dimension, it is, yeah. And I know that Google just discovered multiverses. So in a multiverse, the 49ers going against the
Oh yeah,
Dolphins. But you know what? At the same time, fuck the 49ers. I'm so pissed
but
at them. They put me in this situation with Christian McCaffrey where he had fucking Achilles tendonitis in both fucking legs. I'm done with the Niners. I'm done with the
yeah,
Niners. Fuck the
yep,
49ers. Put me in
yeah.
this
No,
situation. The team I'm going against, the number one seed, their team is called Run CMC. Fuck you.
oh, yeah. But yeah, that's a quick look. We'll kind of look at going into the next 2 weeks, and
What are we in a
we'll
bumper
talk
cars?
playoff.
Like tandem bumper cars? Is that what that is?
No, it's a race car. Like you can't see the finish. This is just us close to the finish line, because
Okay.
that I couldn't. The hard part
I
is
would
making
love to
this.
have that much money. Do you have that money? Are we getting that much money? Like, no, we're
Anything's
not.
possible. Anything's possible. I mean, I'm sure I got something in my bank account. My wife might not be happy if I put that money into this picture, but really, no. We're you gotta feel strong. We're close to the finish line. Money and
Hmm.
football, the trophies were for you, Soto. That was for your fantasy. I had to put those in there. You're just you.
I'll
This was
tell you
for
right
you.
now, if I win $200, that's going into our Soto and Chad fund
We'll figure that out.
for football and shit. Yeah.
Well, football could be over, but this was made for you because you're close to the finals. You're almost there. That trophy is in your grasp. Um,
I have not been able to break the semifinals in a couple years.
it's tough.
So
It's tough, especially
it's
in 16
tough.
team league. So
Dude, and if you want a piece of that, more to come on that.
we'll talk about that next year. Like I said, I've watched. I'm still in the my chat at work, and we're joking, and people are not stressed, but it gets a little more stressful when you get closer because you can feel it. Like I know you're facing the top dog, but I know you can you see it right there, and it's hard.
Mhm.
But
I'm
all
happy I
right,
got here. My team sucked. Um, I do a lot of waiver wire like things. I think I had like 28, 30 transactions.
I had 50, dude. I had 50.
50?
I had 50.
I'm gonna draft
Because
Justice Hill in the first
I
round
had
next year.
so many injuries, and I had to play week. That's why I stayed strong, and I was throwing darts sometimes, and I did
Oh,
make
you have
mistakes
to.
of dropping people I shouldn't have dropped, and I think that's what killed me. And yeah, because you got to remember, I not just CMC, I had Walker, Cup was out, Nico Collins was out, so I had to find ways just to make it work without dropping people to come back. And then they all got healthy, and I'm like, okay, if I could just run the table, and then McCaffrey, and it was just one bad week I had, and I couldn't do it. But yeah, I had 50, and that's the most. I don't know if that's the most I've ever done, but I literally was that guy week to week, having to just be like, I got to fill in the holes before people filled in the holes. So I was looking a
It's
week
just a
ahead,
triage every
and
week.
I was doing all right at first, and then I hit a slide that I couldn't get back up from. So again, technically, I was only a game out of a playoff spot. I had the points. I won game. It's all that. That's all that it took. If I would have won one game, I might be here in the semis with you. I don't know. But either way, so many injuries to my team because not just McCaffrey. Like I said, I could go on. I had Zach Moss who had points at first, and then he got injured, and then Chase Brown's like, no, fuck it, it's my team. So, but we won't go there.
Ooh, I
We are
have
now
Chase
rooting.
Brown.
I know, and that's good. Um, all right, so before we get to our usual 1 o'clock game, Soto, there is a Thursday game and even a couple Saturday
Tonight.
games. Holy shit, today is Thursday. We usually do this on Wednesday. That's why it's throwing me off. Broncos at Chargers. So we just saw that AFC
Ooh.
picture, and this is how the Chargers could lose that grasp of that seventh spot. And the Broncos are, obviously I almost said San Diego. It's in LA. What are your thoughts?
Should be San Diego.
It should be. They should.
I
LA.
like the fucking Broncos, to be quite honest with you, dude. I think the Broncos are slept on. Again, good defense carries you a lot longer than you should. I know Bo Nix has been up and down, but he's a rookie quarterback. Your prediction that this rookie quarterback class is going to be one of the better ones, I think is going to hold up.
Yeah. Because we haven't.
I'm
Well, we're
kinda
going to see
gonna go
one
with the-
soon.
I'm going to go with the Broncos on this one. I get it. The Chargers have been doing their thing, but I like the Broncos, man. I think the Broncos
agree.
have been really, really good this year, and I know it's pretty much a coin flip in Texas Hold'em right now, 42-57. But yeah, I think the Broncos can pull this one out. I really do.
And I think they should. The Chargers have been playing better. I just think the Broncos D is legit. And yes, Bo Nix, and we've been talking about all season, not just him, Drake May, Daniels. And I know people shit on Caleb Williams, and I still think a lot of the jury's out on
Poor
him.
Caleb
But
Williams.
we are going to talk about one quarterback going to start. And don't forget, Minnesota has J.J. McCarthy, who got injured, hence why they had to go with Sam Darnold. So
They
there's
also
still
have
two
Daniel Jones.
Yes, just at least for this season. But I'm just saying, there's
Yeah.
still two quarterbacks from this class that we have yet to see play until this week. But I am with
Where
you.
was Michael Penis at? Like
7?
I know it's
I think he was the
Penix, but-
7th pick. He was but yeah, yes, Michael Vick and Michael Penix, very close to
Penis.
I know. Penis and Dick, they're just so close. Both Michaels, both left-handed. So.
Look, I'll tell you right now, Drake May is like he has had as many fucking rushing yards per attempt as Michael Vick. Back in the day when Michael Vick was like the guy on Madden that like was unstoppable. Drake May has had that many like rushing attempts and rushing yards.
Yep.
So not to turn this to a Patriots podcast because the Patriots are terrible, but to your point, this quarterback class is fucking nasty.
It is, and like we're going to see a couple more. But I'm with you, Broncos, just because I feel they're more legit than the Chargers. I think the Chargers have been playing better. They still might squeak it in. We'll see how this goes next week, but definitely should be a good game. There's 2 Saturday games.
What?
Believe it or not, there's 2 Saturday games.
Are we already
repeat.
at that part of the year?
Look at this matchup. Texans at Chiefs. Like, this is like playoff. And I know the Chiefs have that number 1 spot. Mahomes got a little injured.
Chiefs getting hard now.
Yeah, well, can C.J. Stroud, step up? This is his. This is a game he needs to step up. If you look, it's it started out just like almost even money. Chiefs are about a field goal favor, right now, or at least when I got this. I know we shit on the Chiefs, but the question is, I know more of their offense. Their defense, though, is still good. I mean, I know, we shit on the fact that they haven't scored 30 points. Their defense is legit and it's been helping. Can C.J. Stroud and the Texans do it? Can they actually get a win? And, so that's my question to you, because I'm going to say this right now. We always talk about, is the Texans legit? Do you see the Texans in the AFC Championship game? And I don't. No. Early in the season, I thought so. But now I'm like, no. Could they make it far? I think they can win a first playoff game, but I don't think they don't seem as legit as they should be. And with that reasoning, I think the Chiefs, this is going to be one of those weird games that Chiefs will somehow fucking win, and where people are going to cry and it's blame the refs, and it's going to be some weird.
Didn't the Chiefs almost lose to the Panthers?
They've lost to They
almost lost to the Falcons.
The Chiefs have found ways to win the same way the Bears have found a way to lose. You don't know how it happens, but it happens. So, but
if they weren't at home, I'd choose the Texans, but I'm gonna go with the Chiefs on this one.
Yeah,
I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans wins, to be quite honest with you. But the Chiefs at Arrowhead, that's such an advantage.
Yeah, it is.
But I could see. I also wouldn't be surprised if the Texans won this game. I really wouldn't be.
And then the second Saturday game.
Wow, that's a good Saturday game.
I know, that is a very good one. But here you go. Another good Saturday game.
Baltimore is
Steelers
favored that much?
Right.
It's at Baltimore. Okay.
It's in Baltimore. They're favored at 6.
Because Pittsburgh already beat Baltimore in Pittsburgh. Okay.
Now, Pittsburgh also has a playoff spot, but obviously, if they beat the Ravens, they almost will certainly, I don't know mathematically if it's there, have the division. So the Ravens, I
look, I want the Steelers to win. I really do. Um, this is tough. I really can't see the Baltimore Ravens going 9-6. I feel like they're going to win, so my gut says that the Ravens. But I mean, I need the Pittsburgh. I need the Steelers to fucking shut down Derrick Henry and shut
That could
down
be a
Lamar
possibility.
Jackson. I need that to
Shutting out
happen.
both is going to be hard. But if they, for your fantasy, if they shut down one and the other is going to get some points, you might be all right. Um, or who knows? Maybe Justice Hill will sneak in there. But no,
Again, my first round pick next year, Justice Hill.
it depends where I'm drafting.
Derrick Henry will tear his ACL preseason, and Justice Hill will be the number one running back.
But I agree with you. I feel like this is the Ravens' game to win, and I think
if they want to be contenders, they have to win this game.
They have to. Well, no, they have to, especially to take the division and get that home field for the first round, and put Pittsburgh in the away part of it. So I think 6 points. If anyone that actually ever, not that anyone ever listens, I would take Steelers with the points, +6, because this is going to be a 2-3 point game. I think this might be low scoring. You might be okay with the Derrick Henry. I don't think this is going to be a high scoring game. I think both defense are going to come to play. So real quick, I would say like a 24-20, if that's tops, like 21-17. So yeah, but yeah, I'm with you. I feel the Ravens. It's got to be. I mean, again, I don't know. Pittsburgh has surprised us sometimes. So they surprised us all year, especially we did not expect them, and then we're like, maybe they're more legit than we thought. Russell Wilson, holy shit. Because I did not think
surprising
that, hey, it happens. I mean, but then we had other surprises this year. Remember how well, from Baker Mayfield to Geno Smith early in the year, people were like, those guys are MVPs, and nope, it's probably going to be Josh
Baker
Allen.
is a good dude, but yeah, Josh Allen's been doing some crazy shit.
Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at 1:00 games and make our picks. There is 7 games, but obviously we each picked 3. And I think we're going to start with you. Yeah, hopefully you remember because I had to put it in. So I believe the first game is yours. You got the Giants at the Falcons.
Oh God, yeah.
So back to what we said, Penix is starting, which
yeah,
but it is the fucking Giants. I think
Mr. Penis is going to win. Yeah, I think Mr. Penis at home is going to win, and I think I read a story that he found out he was going to be starting quarterback while he was buying a hot dog at Costco.
I read that too. And then he put the hot dog down. He didn't eat. He's like, I got to work on my body.
Yeah, I mean, it's too late, bro. But
he didn't eat it. So anyhow,
I'm expecting the Falcons to win. I think they're going to get a jolt from Penix at quarterback. I think Mooney scored 0 points for me last week. I need Mooney to score more than 0 points this week. I'm just saying, I'm in the semis. The Giants are absolute trash. They've only won 2 games. So I think that the Falcons are going to win this one going away. I hope that Mooney has a good game. I hope that Penix kind of does his thing. Wow, Kirk Cousins. How much do they pay for Kirk Cousins?
I don't know. I read somewhere, and I don't know if I'm going to get this exact. They said Kirk Cousins, if he were to retire after this season, because of he would have 1 playoff win, and combined, like, I wish I could find like $200 and something million, and they're like, put that man's agent in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he was good with the Vikings though. Like, I mean, they didn't win anything, but I mean, they did fucking win some, enough.
He won. I mean, yes, he was definitely a journeyman, and I don't know if he's. He probably have his numbers are up there. I don't know if he's Hall of Fame worthy, but that's the thing. 1 playoff win. But I'm with you. Falcons should win this. I don't know if they'll win by 9. I mean, hopefully they do just for you. Mooney scores a shit ton. But
I need him to
score
Giants 1 touchdown.
Giants are just trash.
They are.
All right, so the next game, or my first game, Cleveland actually is starting a new QB. I don't know if you know this. Yeah, I think I had to write this. I had to write this name down. Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Mm-hmm. That being said, I mean, Bengals technically still can get a playoff spot. They're 100% the better team. I don't see, especially in Cincy. I mean, I know they're 1-5 at home, but it's the fucking Cleveland Browns.
Cincy should win this hands down. the last time since he went against them, like they definitely like crushed them. So I can't imagine that the Browns would all of a sudden fucking win this game. I just can't.
I can't either. So yeah, Cincy all the way on this one.
Hmm.
Um, all right, your second game coming up is the Titans, who is starting also another QB, new QB, Mason Rudolph against the
Yeah,
Colts.
that's why I went with the Colts. They're at home. The Titans are kind of in disarray. I fucking benched their wide receiver. That's been good for me the last couple weeks. Um, and so yeah, I'm going with the Colts on this one. I think Anthony Richardson's good enough. Um, and yeah, this game nobody cares about. I know the Indy's still in the playoff race, but
They are,
yeah,
but not really. But yes,
I'm gonna
technically they
go with
are.
the Colts on this one. This one's gonna be pretty easy.
I 100% agree with you on that one. All right, so my second game is the Rams at the Jets, and as we said,
Oh
Rams
God,
are trying to
fuck
hold
Aaron
on to the
Rodgers, by the
division lead.
way.
Fuck them,
Fuck his
Jets.
fucking documentary, Enigma. Bitch, my
They're-
dick is Enigma. You're fucking not Enigma. Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. Fuck everything you stand for. Fuck everything, your whole entire career. You fucking suck. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. Fuck the New York Jets. That's my take on this fucking game.
I was reading somewhere where the owner talks to his
Johnson.
teenage son, made a couple decisions based on Madden ratings, but also Jets a few years ago had a QB playing through a broken rib injury. Um, and he was in when this owner went in the locker room and says, "You fucking sucked." And like this is the hot owner. Hands down. By the way, Rams should be winning this. Rams are on a tear
Oh,
since
for
we've been
sure.
talking about all season. Cup and Puka are back, and like I said, the whole. But yes, the Jets. I mean, I don't know. I hope Aaron Rodgers is gone. You know, like I said, that guy's the
I
douchebags
hope
of all
Aaron Rodgers
douchebags.
fucking like leg just disintegrates while he's trying to go back on a fucking play. Fuck Aaron
He
Rodgers. I hate
poor.
everything about Aaron Rodgers.
I want to feel bad for Devontae Adams, but he chose to go there,
He
and now he's
chose
probably
it. And he's
he's going to
also
be
rich, dude. Fuck him.
he's going to be stuck there without Rodgers and have another bitch fest. So,
Hmm.
but yes, the Rams should handle the Jets easily. Jets aren't playing for shit. Possibly the game
Ooh,
of the day.
yeah.
Toughest decision maybe for you, or for any of us for the 1 o'clock games at Washington, but Philly is favored. So, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I had to go with the Eagles on this one. Um, Eagles are starting to kind of like, turn into that team. I think we see them in the NFC Championship. I think that Washington's kind of a fringe team. Um, Philly should have no problem handling the Commanders. Um, Philly's starting to kind of mature. They're starting to go in that direction. I think that they are the best contender to beat the Lions. They're really starting to kind of find their own kind of groove, so I can't really see the Eagles losing the Commanders here.
They shouldn't, and they should be in the NFC Championship game against the Lions, and they're tied with the Lions. I mean, technically they're the second spot, but they have the same record, so they can get that top spot. Um, we've said it all season. Washington's played well; they deserve to be in the playoffs. They'll be lucky to
Yeah,
win one playoff game, but Eagles have been there, done that.
they have a
Um,
rookie quarterback, another team with a rookie quarterback in there, but it's not your time, Commanders. It's not your time, and when the Commanders have been tested, they have failed to test.
yep. All right, so my final
The
pick.
Redskins.
They need to go back to that. Cardinals at Panthers.
It's
Technically, the
racist.
Cardinals are still in it. Yeah, it is.
It
I always,
is.
it
There's
is.
no way around it. We can be objective about it, but it is literally
Oh, it is.
a racial slur.
I've joked and I said they need to change. They should have just changed the logo to a potato. Keep the
That
Redskins.
would have been hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I love, yeah, Redskin potatoes, absolutely. But, somebody has said it before, somebody funnier than me, that it's like having the Washington Redskins is like calling a team the New York N-words. It's the same fucking thing. It really is. Like, it's like it's the New York N-words, and obviously that's not okay. So, but Commanders, not a great name.
No.
Uh,
Arizona should win this. They're still in the playoff hunt.
yeah,
Panthers.
I have this as my pick. Yeah.
I know I made a joke pick. I thought the Panthers could beat the Cowboys last week because the Cowboys are shit, but Cooper Rush had a game. Cardinals are more in it than the Cowboys, and they're going to try and keep, the playoff.
Didn't somebody
hopes.
say that this is supposed to be a cold game, or am I wrong there?
It's possible.
35
this week,
degrees?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the local weather for Carolina. I know here it's going to be a bad cold weekend. So if the whole East Coast against the shore could just have it could be cold.
I got you Christmas shopping, dude. Don't tell me that shit.
It's cold. I'm telling you right now. I got to get my extra winter jacket out Saturday and Sunday. I already looked ahead.
No.
I'm doing my Christmas shopping tomorrow night. A little bit. I may actually meet up with a friend Saturday. A couple gifts. So, but anyhow, back to the game. That again, Arizona. So Soto. I believe that's all 6 of our games. Now, we obviously kind of did it again by picking the favorites.
Well, sort of.
So we did. No, technically, by betting standards, every team that was favored to win, we chose. Some might have been close, but technically that. So since we won, kind of like last time, instead of $1, I did a $2 bet just to make it more spices, fancy. Like you said. I mean, I had to build it up a little bit. So if we go 6-0, again, we're not going to get everything back, but we're going to get a good chunk, the 1730.
Nice.
So my question to you now, should we just talk offline about our other parlays, or are we going to do this live on air? Because we still got a few. Let's talk about the rest of the games before we decide that. We'll see how we go in time.
All right.
We'll run through the 4 o'clock and Monday game. Oh, there's one more 1 o'clock game that luckily didn't get picked. I think we both can agree the Lions are going to fucking crush the Bears.
At home in Soldier Field, really.
Well, here's the thing. If you're betting with points, I mean, last week they got crushed, but last time they played the Lions, Caleb Williams threw for almost 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Still lost by 3. Do not get me wrong. They still lost. So I would take the Bears in the points. I think this is going to be a 3-4 point game. But the Lions are going to fucking win. They should definitely hands down, because kind of like Philly, they need to keep that top spot. They're the legit team. They're going to the NFC
Lions
Championship.
kind of have a shitty defense, huh?
They do. Look what them and the Bills. So again, right now the Bears have nothing to play for. They're going to just try and play spoilers against the Lions, and maybe they pull it off. But the last time these two teams played, Williams had a great game, though they only lost by 3. So again, I feel like in Chicago, with nothing to lose, Caleb Williams, they'll just have him shoot it out a little bit. He's going to get some yards.
Nothing to lose.
It's the best feeling.
Did you see the last game that they played, the Bears? Because Caleb Williams looked very comfortable there.
No, but that was the Vikings, who had a much better defense than Detroit's. I'm just saying. And again,
True.
The first Vikings game, again, they only lost by 3 because they had that block.
We live in a world right now where the Bears are way worse than the fucking Detroit Lions. Yeah. That's the world we live in right now.
Right now. Well, Lions have
definitely... Lions, who've always been awful our whole lives.
For the most part. They had one good season with Barry Sanders where they won the division. I do remember that.
Barry Sanders.
Yeah, that should tell you something. But you know what? That should tell you, for you, fellow Bears fans, there is hope that the Lions can turn it around. And if the Bears are truly looking at the Lions offensive coordinator as their next head coach, things can happen. It just
is that what's going on?
That is one of the rumors. I will tell you this, if you haven't read, he's up there, because here's the thing. Something happened where they wanted him last year, this year, and I think that they had to keep Eberflus. I don't know what happened. I don't know if there's. It definitely was a mistake, because new QB, they should get a new coach. But anyhow, so the Lions offensive coordinator has been highly talked about. The second name that has come up, and you as a Patriots fan, you know this name, Mike Vrabel.
I know.
So. But
hopefully we fire Gerard Mayo. We get Mike Vrabel.
That's more likely, because I feel the Bears need to go more offensive-minded. An offensive-minded coach. Let me rephrase that, because they've not had, Matt Nagy was more offensive-minded. Eberflus is a defensive-minded coach. I know we'll shit on Eberflus, but he fixed this defense somehow halfway last season when they were giving up 30, 40 points a game, and then they tightened it and just be like, oh, damn. And the Vikings, they fucked up, they just got their ass kicked. I think they just did not care, but I don't know. Again, we'll find out mid-season. They are obviously looking for a coach. They're not going to keep this guy as a coach, but yeah, they need offensive guys. So the Detroit offensive coordinator is the rumor. Whether or not it happens, we'll see. All right, let's run through the rest of the games here. Like I said, let's go through the 4 o'clock and all the other ones. But Vikings, Vikings are tied with the Vikings are 12-2. This is supposed to be a rebuilding year for Minnesota, by the way.
Yeah.
And here they are at 12-2 with Sam fucking Darnold.
Doing their thing.
I know he spoke earlier. Seattle could sneak in division against the Rams, but again, Minnesota could take. Minnesota's in it for the top spot. That's them Eagles. So yeah, I mean, I'm taking the Vikings.
They only lost 2 times.
They're all 12-2. Vikings, Lions, and Eagles are all 12-2.
Wow.
So, Vikings are just third and the second in the division. If all three win out, it's going to be hilarious. The fact that the Vikings technically could be, if all three teams, and I don't know if they play each other, Vikings could be 15-2 and be a wild card team.
15-2.
If they and the Lions win out, I think they both have. Vikings have already played all their division games, 5-1. Yes, so technically, I know I'm a math guy. If the Lions, Eagles, and Vikings win out the last 3 weeks, and I don't think they play Philly, so we're just going to say whatever. They all could finish 15-2, and the Vikings will be the 5th seed as a wild card at 15-2.
That's insane.
Because right now the worst Minnesota can be is 12-5, which is still great. I mean, and they already got the playoff spot, but yeah, they are here. What started out as a joke in the beginning of the season, Sam Darnold has taken this and their D. You've had the Vikings D all season. You've been on their back
since the game one.
But yes, I feel the Vikings are a much better team than Seattle. Seattle could, you know what? Like I said, if Seattle can control the ball and the time of possession, that's the only way they're beating the Vikings. If I'm giving, if that's one thing I can give Seattle hope for, that's the only way. Because if they keep the offense off the field, that's hard, but that's the only way. Still should be a good game, though.
Vikings for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, that's my pick.
Oh dear.
14-point favorites.
Oh my god.
That 18% is probably picking Pats with the points.
Yeah.
2 touchdown favorites by the Bills. I mean, even beside the points, we've been talking about it. Bills are trying to get up there, but they won't get that top speed. But Josh Allen is having a phenomenal game. They're perfect at home. Is there a way? Yeah, there's always a possibility.
No.
I will always say there's always a possibility.
The Patriots are a terribly coached team. No, Drake May would have to create a miracle. It's not going to happen. They're terribly coached. I hope Gerard Mayo gets fired. That's where we're at right now. We're in a rebuilding situation.
And you're already ready to fire their first-year coach.
Fuck that guy. Yeah, he should never been put in there.
Now, I know you don't understand sometimes the money lines, but let me explain this to you, what I'm seeing right now. Bills are negative 1,000 favorites. So that means, Soto, if we were to place $10 on the Bills to win, we're getting back $11. We've only made $1.
Wow.
That's how. So you would to make that's how low of an investment. You would have to bet $100 just to make $10. So yes, I mean that's how. That's
$1 on the Patriots.
Well then you would get $7 back. So but if you put $10, we said $10. Let's put it this way: you put $10 on the Bills, you're getting $11 back. You made $1. You put $10 on the Patriots, you're getting $70 back because you get the $60 plus the 10. So yeah, it's there, but that should tell you what the odds are for this game.
Yeah,
what
Patriots saying winning this game.
And Buffalo, and if it is cold on this East Coast, I think the Bills are more built for it than this Pats team. This Pats team.
Soft.
This Pats team, yes.
Drake May's going to get there, but he's a rookie, and this team sucks, and he doesn't have what it takes to get them to the promised land. He ain't no Tom Brady.
All right. No, he's definitely not.
No.
The game no one's going to care about unless you want a draft pick. This could help your Patriots get a better draft pick. Yeah, I ain't telling you this.
I just need Madison to score points here. That's
dude. Let's put Mac Jones versus Aiden O'Connell in this game.
Oh God, is Aiden O'Connell really starting this game?
Yes, at least from
Oh wow.
I had I knew there's like three or four news quarterbacks, so I kind of went through. At least from what I saw, it's Aiden O'Connell,
Oh
unless they
God.
are wrong. So I'm just going by the article. Maybe they'll change. I don't 100% know, but the last article I read, Aiden O'Connell was there. So um, um,
God
I'm
help
going to
us
hope for
all.
Madison for you. You know what? I'm going to say let the Raiders win. You know, get in that game so they get out of that top spot. Um, I don't know. I don't know, Soto. I do not know how to bet the. This is literally, if you look, it's a coin flip. That's how the spread is off right now. That means that they're not taking any bets on this game because it's a coin flip. I just when I got this, it was just they were like, "Fuck this game." It opened at Raiders being 1 point favorites, and
Is
now
Mac
they'll
Jones
just
starting this game?
yeah. Well, again, from the article I saw, they were talking about like the top 32 starters this week. Like they're ranked
Hmm.
them because I just had to. I was trying to find something quick. It did say Mac Jones, but I, I yeah, I don't know. Um,
I will not bet with Mac Jones. I will go opposite because I know Mac Jones sucks.
and you're betting
So
with
for
Aiden
me,
O'Connell.
yeah, I know Mac Jones sucks. He
Yeah,
ain't a winner. So I'm gonna have to go with the Raiders on this one, just because A, they're at home, and B, Mac Jones is a bitch.
yeah. Unless Raiders really want to tank for that top spot,
Hmm.
because I think they own the top spot right now. It's them and the Giants. They're the top
Hmm.
two. Oh
Oh
my God,
jeez.
this
Well, good for
I'm
them.
looking like this is just like how much are tickets for this game? I think if we had $5, Soto, we can go to this game if we were in Las Vegas. Five
It's
bucks.
far away from where we're at right now.
Ooh. This just did. My wife delivered me a freshly baked cookie. She's baking cookies right
Nice,
now. Yeah. I'm going
nice.
to put that aside for a second, let that cool off for a moment. Let's go through the rest of our games. Hopefully, there's better ones than this. I think we have a. It's your
Oh
Super Bowl
God,
matchup, Soto. Your
Super
Super
Bowl
Bowl matchup.
preview.
Here we are. We've done
Yikes!
it. We've gone full circle
Yikes!
for you. Uh,
Yikes!
the
Big
the
yikes!
80s return. Um,
At least they got to play against each other. That's cool.
yeah. I they did. No, San Fran's definitely not healthy. Um, You know what? It's in Miami. I'm going to take Miami. I do think
Yeah,
Tua
me
and the
too.
team's playing better. I think they have a better shot. I don't think either team's making the playoffs. I just think the
No.
Dolphins have a bit. If I had to pick a team, have a better chance of doing it than the Niners.
Hmm.
If out of
Agreed.
these two, though, it looks like a lot more people are betting on the Niners. Um, I'm personally, like I said, it's in Miami. If it was in San Fran, I don't know, but I think Miami is going to take it. Again, another game
Hmm.
that's only going to probably be relevant for fantasy reasons. So,
Hmm.
um, but there we are.
No, nobody on my team, that's for sure.
Yeah, so you don't have to care about that one. Um, all right, so now it should be the Sunday night game, Tampa
Ooh.
at Dallas.
Ah, God, the
Now
Cowboys.
the Cowboys obviously beat the Panthers last week. They still have Cooper Rush. Tampa trying to hold on to their division in the playoff spot. Um, and because of that, I mean, I think this has to be the Bucks. I mean, the Dallas plays weirdly the last few weeks, beating teams they shouldn't and losing teams. I don't know. I mean, I don't know
Hmm.
if they beat the Panthers. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta take the Bucks. I'm trying to
Yeah,
find a reason for
that's the
the.
obvious one.
It is the obvious one, and the Cowboys just got lucky. I mean, one and
Hmm.
six at home, make them 1-7 at home. Baker, go Baker
1
Mayfield. And did you say
and
Mike Evans is
6
returning?
at home. Yeah, Mike Evans has already had a huge impact, so
Okay, yeah.
yeah, he's been great. So yeah, I mean Baker just throws it up for Mike Evans, like he loves him. So um, R.I.P. Chris Godwin. He was a huge part of my fantasy team at the beginning of the year, but yeah, yeah. I've been chasing a lot of. If I had Chris Godwin, maybe not David Montgomery, but if I had Chris Godwin, kept Jamison Williams, I would have had a pretty good fucking wide receiver group right there.
Yeah, yeah. My receivers
What
have
could have
been
been?
doing well. Well, it could have been. But you know what? You got to take your team. We're going to go with it.
That's what we do.
It's still a possibility for you. All right, so the Monday night game. Right now, I already forgot. Saints
Wow.
Saints also have a new QB, Spencer Rattler.
The fuck is that?
I don't know, but it said he was starting. Despite that, Green Bay should run all over the fucking Saints.
Green Bay is fucking a legit team. The Saints are not. So no. Fuck
Green
the
Bay's favored by
Saints.
2 times. Green Bay's
Yeah.
favored against the Saints the same amount as Bills are favored against the Pats.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Packers should definitely do it. So,
I've got
so
Christian
that's
Watson, so he better do some shit.
it. Yeah. And hopefully he does, and he should against that Saints D, who started off really good and just not been the same since the beginning of the season. What time we got here? It's 8:04. I know we started late. Do you want to do a live parlay or just do this off air? What do you think?
We'll do live parlay. Fuck it.
All
I
right,
don't
so
care.
hold on. Give me a second while I pull this up. Why don't you take a look at the 1 o'clock game so you have any of them in front of you?
I don't.
Okay.
Just
Hold
throw
on.
me. Yeah, just throw me random shit. Just
You
give
want
me yes or no
you want to
questions.
do random shit? Okay. If
Yeah.
my login button could work.
Well, we have like what? We can't have any viewers watching this shit. Who cares?
No. I know. I ain't too worried about it. I'm just there. We go. Let me just. I have to log into DraftKings. People, for the people that are listening. All right, NFL because we don't need to bet on basketball. All right, so we want to do some fun shit. All right, let's go to a passing props. Passing props. I'm not going to have you bet on anything Baltimore. You know what? No, I don't. All right, let's look at Cleveland at Cincy. I'm pulling up Joe Burrow. I'm calling.
Okay.
We've talked about Joe Burrow. How many yards do you? Let's put it this way. Do you feel confident? Would you say Joe Burrow is going to get 300 yards this game?
The number that I feel that he's gonna get is 270.
Why don't we say 275?
Sure.
It's 275 is an option. It'll make it. All right. So actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's go. I found the over unders. All right. So let me now. I'm gonna. You said 270, so I'm gonna ask this one last time, but differently. Now that I kind of found this, over under Joe Burrow 280. Do you want to go over under 280 yards with Joe Burrow against the Cleveland Browns?
Against the Browns.
You said under. That was your kind of gut, but I'm giving you a chance here, so you can still go back to under. There's been no official pick. I found the over
I'm
under
gonna
line.
say under because they're not gonna be behind.
All right.
That's my gut.
All right. Let's see. Let me pick another cube. So we were in the 1 o'clock. I'm going to stick with 1 o'clock games because I like it. I want to find a QB that you hate. Let's talk about it. Yeah. You know what?
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, actually, I was going to go Aaron Rodgers, but yes, you want to do Patrick.
Oh,
Who would you?
I hate Aaron Rodgers.
All right, so hold on. Now I'm going to repeat. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are playing the Rams, so I'm just kind of giving you that. Aaron Rodgers over under is at 245.
I'm gonna go under. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I hope nothing but bad things happen to Aaron Rodgers.
Hold on. Now that we've done that, let's give you something against Aaron Rodgers that you might like. Do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to throw an interception?
Yes.
Because all he needs is one, and you will get this because it's over under
Yep.
a half an interception. All right, so
Yep.
we're going to say the over. Okay. You know what? We've done
Fuck Aaron
QBs.
Rodgers.
Let me do this. Now, you are playing against Lamar Jackson. So we're going to do a Lamar Jackson one. This is your last one. This is
Ooh.
we'll make that because we've already done 3 in this. Now, combined, I want you to understand this, combined passing and rushing yards for Lamar Jackson. Over under 273.
Ooh.
Combined. Now, just to remind you, they are playing the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm gonna take the over on that one.
You're going to take the over. All right, so we got 4 bets. I kind of like it. Well, very simple. So just to repeat, just in case, Joe Burrow is going to go under 280. Aaron Rodgers is going to go under 245, but he is going to throw 1 interception, and Lamar Jackson passing and rushing yards is going to go over 272.
Oh, it's a
So-
parlay.
So that $1 is going to win us $12.16 if you hit all four.
Hey.
So we're going to place that. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing. Oh, let me hit done on that. But I'm going to look at the 4 o'clock games. I like kind of doing. Go ahead, pay. All right. You know what? I'm looking at Josh Allen. His over under. Oh wait, that's with rushing yards. Since I happen to be here, is 277. Passing and rushing yards. I'm going to take the over against the Pats.
Yeah.
I am definitely going to do that. Let me go to.
The Patriots are in disarray.
All right, come on. I hit that. All right, there we go. So let's just look at basic passing yards now. Let me go through the rest of the 4. I did that game. Ooh, do I? Soto, I'm going to do this for you. This is for you, my friend. Mac Jones, over under 210. I am taking the under.
God, under.
I'm taking the under.
Under.
I am taking the under. I just saw it. But I am going to, looking at, oh wait, I don't want to do Sunday night. So I only have, you know what? I think Tua is going to have a great game against San Fran. I think he's going to pass a lot. I'm taking over 249. I think he can hit 250. I feel confident on that. So I'm gonna take Tua with the over. Interceptions wise, I'm doubling down with Mac Jones. Where's Mac Jones? I'm gonna say Mac Jones is. I gotta find him. Not Drake May. Mac Jones. I say he's gonna throw 1 interception.
Oh yeah.
So
sure.
no, I'm like you.
Bet the farm on it.
All right. So something happened there. Mac Jones over. Why did something? What happened to Mac Jones? Mac Jones, come back.
Mac Jones.
We need you. Some of your picks. All right, so I can't do the under of Mac Jones, but it'll let me do the over. I'm not betting the over. Why won't it let me do the under? All right, sorry, I can't do that. I can keep the interception. All right. For some reason, it's not allowing me to add all that. So my last one, Sam Darnold. You know what? I think it's going to be a closer game. I don't think Sam Darnold's going to go crazy against Seattle, so I'm going to take the under with him. 248 yards. I just think it's going to be a close. Yeah. So if I hit all mine, not as good as your odds, but it's fine. I will win $11.
Nice.
All right, done. There we go. So week 16's in the books. It's done,
nice.
Or at least for our podcast.
How many more weeks do we got?
Two, and then we'll talk about playoffs. So there's only going to be 2
we're at the end here.
Well, at the end. So next week we'll do the same thing.
2 weeks notice. That's it. 2 weeks notice ain't shit.
So next week, Merry Christmas, by the way, to anyone.
Oh yeah.
If they, blah blah blah. So we'll probably have to do this again on Thursday next week.
Oh yeah, we definitely will. Yeah.
Yeah, because Tuesday's going to be too early. But we'll
my Hillshire Farm summer sausage.
Ooh, I always love those things.
Dude, I will tell you right now, it's the only Christmas gift that I ask for. I don't care what people get me. I just say, you know what? I need a Hillshire Farm sausage kit. I don't care what you get me. That's the number one gift.
I agree. You know what? I agree with you. Well, here also next Thursday, by the way, there's some Christmas games that we're going to talk the results. So it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to have some games, some results already, next week. So anyhow, Merry Christmas. And, fuck Mac Jones, fuck Aaron Rodgers, just fuck them all.
Yeah.
Fuck them all.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers, number 1 overall.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Talk to you all next week.